Hi everyone, my name is Dee Roussel, also known as Deja, and today we're going to be talking about two pieces of writing advice that I think Black authors should keep in mind. Today is actually day 4 of Kwanzaathon, which of course is hosted by Britt and Shay with the Hobbies. Today's theme is Ujamaa, or cooperative economics, and today's prompt is to share 1 to 3 things every Black person should know about their career and or personal growth. These are a few things that I've learned in the past few years, but I also think that it's something that a lot of Black authors should keep in mind. So let me just get into it. The first one is to know your audience. And I know this is a very generic piece of writing, but when I'm speaking about Black authors, I'm really speaking about knowing whether or not you're writing for Black readers or for the white gaze. I think the last few years, a lot of conversations have been had about whether or not Black readers feel like these books are being written for them. A lot of these books have a lot of racism in them, or you only have like the token Black girl or guy, and it seems to be teaching people about race, which if you're a Black person, you don't really need to be taught about race, although we know that not all skin folk are kinfolk, so there's that. I feel like a lot of Black readers, because I've been in a lot of reader spaces lately because I've been reading more than I've been writing, but being in these spaces, like I just keep hearing like conversations about how there's just like no happiness pretty much, especially in like fantasy genres. Even when I'm thinking about my own novel drafts, sometimes I do have to take a step back and think about, would my ideal reader want this? Would they need this? And I think there's this delicate balance of trying to show this experience to validate some Black readers, but also try to create an engaging, entertaining read for readers. I don't necessarily have tips right now on how to do that, but I really do think that keeping that in mind, that when you're thinking about who you're writing for, don't write to teach about racism, because it would automatically just feel like you're just teaching white people that this is racist and that this is bad. Like there could be like a few things here and there, but to make the whole book about that and trauma, I think there needs to be definitely more diversity with that. The second piece of advice that I would give to Black authors and writers is that you can't really follow the advice of a lot of bigger white author tubers, or even join their communities and expect the same results that another person would get. There's a lot to unpack with that, but in my experience, like the crowds that they bring, it feels like you would be doing a lot more trying to teach about why your character does certain things, or just like there's like a lot of cultural things missing in those communities that those authors bring. But I think also the advice that they give and like how to maybe gain an audience and stuff like that, I won't say don't try it, but I do not think that you would be getting the same amount of support. I think that you can follow some of their advice, like maybe if they're just showing you how to use some database or something, but if they're trying to teach you how to like market your books, or even if they're just trying to like create all these communities, I would just be very hesitant with those. There's value in some of the things that they bring, and I think it's up to you to really try to find that value, but like that's with anything. But just know that you are not going to be able to just do like the bare minimum like some of them have done. And I'm not trying to call anybody out or diminish like anything that they have done, because I know a lot of author tubers have worked really hard to get to where they are, but just know that you're probably still going to have to work at least 10 times harder to get even to half the point of where they have. And I guess I do want to add one more piece of advice, because I don't really want to leave it on that kind of negative note. So my last piece of advice is really just find the joy in your writing. I think the last few years, like I lost it for me, and I think that's partly why I haven't been able to write as much as I used to, because I lost what really had me motivated and had me enjoying what I was doing. Find your purpose for why you are writing the stories that you're writing. But that wraps up day 4 of Kwanzaathon. I hope you have enjoyed the video and have learned something from the video, or even just enjoyed watching me ramble and try to think of what I'm trying to say. But I would love to hear your thoughts or any advice that you have for me or any other Black writers. But I thank you for watching so much, and I'll see you for day 5 of Kwanzaathon.